All the esteemed fairy masters want to claim me. Molly said to herself, this Yewukju really has some skill. Although he managed to defeat the enemy, the toll on his body was quite significant. As Xiaonan rested on Molly's body, his head lying on her large soft chest, he sat up and said, Senior sister, I feel a bit weak right now. Can I rest like this for a while before we set off? Molly replied, Like this? Xiaonan then rested on Molly's soft, thick lap. Molly said, Fine then, and thought to herself, Since you are my disciple, I will allow it. A few hours later at night, Xiaonan woke up and said, I'm so comfortable, while grabbing Molly's thick thighs. Molly suddenly said, You are comfortable, huh? Xiaonan opened his eyes, saw Molly's huge curves, and was confused. Molly then said, Then hurry up and get up. Xiaonan got up and asked, Senior sister? Molly blushed and closed her eyes. She began to sweat and blush even more, saying, Ugh! Xiaonan asked, What is wrong with you? Molly stepped closer to Xiaonan and said, What do you mean? Xiaonan replied, What do I mean? Molly said, You were sleeping soundly while my legs went numb. Xiaonan said, Senior sister, thank you. Molly tried to stand up but trembled. She gave him a stern look and said, Although you have decent talent, you are only at the 6th level of spiritual power. Fighting opponents far above your level puts too much strain on your body. Right now, your best option is to quickly comprehend the formation arts, so you will not have to risk your life every time you fight. Formations differ from martial techniques. You must grasp the flow of spiritual energy within them to utilize them to their fullest. Stay here and quietly sense it. Once you fully understand it, you will be able to deploy this formation on your own. Xiaonan said, All right, and lay down on the ground. Molly looked at him and asked, What are you doing? Xiaonan replied, comprehending the formation. Do not worry, senior sister. This is a training method I developed myself, twice the result with half the effort. A system notification appeared, decrypting and comprehending formation diagram, comprehension +1, comprehension +1. Current cloud diffusing force diagram progress, 28 out of 100. Molly said, Fine. Xiaonan asked, Senior sister, what are you doing? Molly replied, You will find out soon. Suddenly, something fell from the sky. A tiger appeared and roared at Xiaonan. Shocked, Xiaonan said, What the? Senior sister, what did you just do? Molly answered, I gave you a helper, an 8th-rank demonic beast, the armored-back Tiger King. Xiaonan stood up and said, Senior sister, I just barely recovered. Is this not a bit too much? Molly replied, You can only master formations through real combat. Do not worry, you can handle it. Then she jumped away, saying, I am off to bathe in a mountain spring. Good luck, junior brother. Xiaonan thought to himself, An 8th-rank demonic beast is equivalent to a human cultivator at the Qi refining stage 5 or 6. However, their natural physique far surpasses that of humans, so he then said aloud, If I use you to practice controlling the formation diagram, I will be able to dominate the spring trials of the 4 sects with it. Come on then. The armored-back Tiger King leaped toward Xiaonan, landed and stared at him. Xiaonan said, A perfect chance. He drew his sword and leaped toward the beast, slashing at its face. So tough, he exclaimed. This beast's hide really is thick. He then thought to himself, Senior sister said that to master the formation, I must use minimal spiritual energy to unleash maximum attack. The spiritual energy is densest over there. The unloading effect should be strongest in that spot. The beast charged at him, but Xiaonan slid away. A system notification appeared, weakened by the cloud diffusing force diagram. Current spiritual energy, 1,000, current damage plus 5,000. Xiaonan shouted, Die, beast, and leaped toward the tiger. Oh, you are quite nimble. Come on, little kitty. He punched it with great force, striking repeatedly. In another scene, Molly was bathing in a hot spring. She said, He found the solution so quickly? That brat's head is actually pretty sharp. Suddenly, she sensed something nearby and said, This aura? She immediately jumped out of the hot spring. Better check it out. Elsewhere, Shui Yunyao was speaking to a dragon. I have no grudge with you. Why do you want to kill me? The dragon replied, Humans and demons walk different paths. There is no need to ask. Shui Yunyao thought, I did not expect you to already be half a step into transformation. Molly arrived and said, Shui Yunyao, is she not the master of Xiaonan's fiancé? She must be crazy. Hunting a 2nd-rank demon saint? Molly used her skill, Radiant Flow Formation. Her power radiated behind the 2nd-rank demon saint as she attacked. The demon roared in pain, releasing Shui Yunyao. As she fell, Shui Yunyao thought, I never imagined that after being reborn, I would die in such a way. Molly rushed to catch the falling Shui Yunyao. Moments later, she laid her down on a rock, stared at her, and thought, Xiao Nan is cultivating nearby. If he finds out that his fiancé's master is here, what if he insists on going to find her? And what if he ends up taking Shui Yunyao as his master too? Wouldn't I lose my disciple? Molly said. That's Xiao Nan. Just the 4 elders barely have enough to divide him up. What makes you, an outsider, think you get a share? She then opened Shui Yunyao's mouth and placed a pill inside. Molly walked away and said, Sorry, but you had better stay here and recover. Meanwhile, Xiao Nan was still fighting the armored-backed Tiger King. A system notification sounded. Invasion by leaking fire poison spiritual waste. Spiritual energy plus 20,000. Fire spiritual root plus 387. Another system notification followed. Invasion by leaking fire poison spiritual waste. Spiritual energy plus 20,000. Fire spiritual root plus 387. Then a third notification rang out. Breakthrough to the 8th stage. Of spiritual power, 8th stage, 151,870, 300,000. Xiao Nan said, Finally, I made progress. And with this cloud-diffusing force diagram fully comprehended, he charged energy into his hand and shouted, You damn beast, die! A beam of energy shot out, striking the armored-backed Tiger King. The beast roared in pain, roar. Before disintegrating, Xiao Nan exhaled and said, Phew! Finally dealt with it. Time to find senior sister. He looked around and frowned. Senior sister Molly? Strange. Where did that woman go? He caught a scent in the air and muttered, Blood? Could senior sister Molly be in trouble? Better check it out. He ran toward the scent. A few moments later, Xiao Nan arrived at a cave. He stepped inside and called, Senior sister Molly, are you there? Suddenly he saw someone and was startled. This clothing, the primordial sacred sect, isn't that the sect of my ex-fiancé? Shui Yunyao, recovering while leaning against a rock, slowly opened her eyes. Confused, she looked at Xiao Nan and asked, Is that you? Huh? Who? Xiao Nan asked, confused. Shui Yunyao blushed, shifted slightly and was about to fall. Xiao Nan rushed forward, catching her by the back and, accidentally, against her chest. Who is it? He asked. Shui Yunyao blushed deeply, her voice trembling. So cold. She gripped his shirt tightly. Xiao Nan thought, Wait. This doesn't count as taking advantage of her, right? Saving a life is more virtuous than building a 7-story pagoda. He held her steady. Shui Yunyao murmured, So warm. Under the light of the full moon, they remained close. She slowly opened her eyes again. Xiao Nan looked down at her, and Shui Yunyao's eyes widened. Xiao Nan? She thought in shock. Startled, Xiao Nan jumped back. Sorry, I didn't mean to take advantage of you. Why would he show up in the hidden dragon vein right now? Could it be he saved me? She thought. Meanwhile, Xiao Nan worried, will she hold this against me later? If I say she was the one who leaned on me, would she believe it? Shui Yunyao asked, What's your name, Xiao Nan? Here it comes, he thought. She's definitely about to settle the score with me. Instead, Shui Yunyao smiled. Xiao Nan, thank you for saving me. Huh? Xiao Nan blinked. Actually, I didn't. When I got here, the fairy maiden was already here, lying. No need to be modest, Shui Yunyao interrupted. I always repay my debts. Are you willing to join the primordial sacred sect? I will teach you supreme techniques and guarantee you will become a great power in the future. You know who I am? Xiao Nan asked in confusion. This is... Shui Yunyao began. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.